When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her.
Just need to figure some way past
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter. Spare the Asari if you can. Doesn't matter.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh,
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. T'Soni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Yes, Commander?
Speak freely, Presley.
I trust you, Commander. If you think they belong here...
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check. You won top of my class in flight school. I earned that.
I'm sorry, Joker.
You mean... Okay. Even with... Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right?
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah. We'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposure, it was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect...
Jump Zero's a long way from home.
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Kaidan.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
I didn't say I did this for the whole crew. We should talk again.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that. Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefing.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. T'Soni. She seems nice enough. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
None, Commander. I prefer adventurous women.
We'll talk later, Kate.
I'd like that.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with...
I don't understand. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow...
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not...
I'd like to know more about
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people. Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer?
That's a good question.
I need to go.
Oh.
So long, here.
Goodbye, Commander. Commander.
Why did you want to be a C-Sec?
That's a good question. There were several
Like
reasons.
what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on... He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having...
I suppose I can understand.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by... If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to...
I'm right behind you.
Commander? Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Not everyone has a happy family life.
No, I guess not. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You get a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked
No,
with
ma'am.
aliens.
Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander. I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get... I wouldn't mind talking more later. Ma'am?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear...
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting.
It wasn't that open. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with
I don't know what he wanted. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never... I had a really bad feeling about him.
What kind of cargo was
I don't know if there was any... That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one.
That's the only time you saw him?
Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowd.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them.
You do plan to return to the mic?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nassana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person.
Ready.
equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
We saw your ship. Faidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Faidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the... Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Not now, Commander.
To the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers again.
The Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
The Geth are mounting another attack.
There. You'll get through this. The Geth just keep coming.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Vidan and the others safe? After an update, we can head out for the main Geth encampment. These people came here looking for a better life. What happened?
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What can you tell me about
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny.
What do you need done to get this place
We
back
need those Geth...
Marcelia's right. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people.
Is there anything I can do to
Marka
solve...
Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue.
What's wrong with the colonies?
May O'Connell is working on our power problem.
You mentioned something
Davin
about...
Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future.
Do you have information about
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere. It's not a critical threat right now. But getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend...
Let's talk about Zeus.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is colonial, but despite everything, there's something.
How big was the
We were
original?
nearly... When the first wave obliterated our defenses,
The
we
Normandy
felt
isn't
the
huge.
Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
How big was the
We
original?
were near... When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus.
What else can you tell me about it?
Exogeny
They
fund...
Their main goal is
Except there isn't anything here.
I wonder if that's...
Perhaps.
Of course, the Geth...
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
I can't tell you much about it. You should speak to Vidan.
What can you tell me about
Very
Exogeny?
little. That's what... It's definitely not a thing. Commander? I'm grateful for what you've done, but you're heroic.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm a rent-a-cop. I was hired to keep kids from right... I wasn't trained for this. I didn't
What can you tell me about the Geth?
I can't tell you anything about that. I suggest...
I get the feeling you
How
don't
would
like
you... Patient... And you're only interested in... Commander?
They'll try to rebuild the command posts.
Davin does what he can. You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you know about the
We just arrived a short time ago.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship.
Nothing else. She's good for hiding in one of those...
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but... Dan, what's the report on... I should go.
Maybe I can help you.
No, thanks, really. Now, please, I need to get back to work. This work must be completed. This work must be completed.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
What can you tell me about zoos?
I never thought I'd stay in one place.
This place is...
Why not try asking Dan?
What's a Sol...
Well, but once I was here, I decided to stay on.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat. Humans usually employ surname and given name. Oh, we are named for our origins.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I'm here.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator. Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few. The top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. Cells just aren't... If I find anything... Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the... Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
Tell me about the colony.
You should speak to Dan. It's his...
What do you know about
I am
this
not
one?
the one to ask about that. Ask Dan.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the...
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
They're still out there, but...
Not the best shot, but I'll do what I can.
You're the one who repelled that last one. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon.
Are you doing anything to remedy
I need to boost rations with... The Alpha. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring...
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses. The colony is growing. Or it was.
Tell me about...
This is... Of course, it would be much better without the Geth.
Tell me about hunting...
Hunting on the... The big Alpha Baron is the real...
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
These people are brave, but the Geth are relentless. My people know this better than anyone.
Oh god, they're everywhere!
Looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated, though. We should keep looking.
There! That did it! The system is active.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should. No! That was a good one.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for
Not
the
looking
Geth?
for. They're a thorn in the side. Trying to get to the...
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want to?
Help me? I'd rather die fighting.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a time's up company. Ask Faidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Look out!
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
Commander, what can I do for you?
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels.
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck. Commander, what can I do for you?
What do you need done to
We
get
need
this
those
place?
Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk...
Do you have information about Geth and
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely... It's not a critical threat right now. But getting rid of that transmitter...
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died.
Do you know anything about this plan?
It's not all bad, though, when the Geth...
What happened to your wife?
The constant attack.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Do you have any idea?
I can't think of any reason for an attack like this.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Faidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions?
I have to go.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from...
I see no major injury, but something must be causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
It hurts so much when I think about what we've lost.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Baron.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not...
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though. I found these power cells in the tunnels.
I knew that.
Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll...
The water started running not long ago. Thanks. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to... Here, a few credits for your trip. Thank you again.
Commander, what can I do for you?
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
I get the feeling you don't like
How
me.
would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government? They should have... And you're only interested... Commander.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting...
We've been over this, Commander. The colonists are my concern. The Geth are yours.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels.
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't... I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies?
I wish it... Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
What can you...
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large...
But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place. Unlike
How big was
When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zoo's Hope.
Tell me...
But, despite everything, there's something
What do you need done?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Do you have information about Geth?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guard. It's not a critical threat right now.
I'll talk to you when I learn.
I won't do it. My mind is my own. Mind. Is my own. any minute now. I don't know how much more I can take.
And now to the Geth base. Ready for anything, Commander.
The last batch went south. Are they looking for?
We're picking up a comm signal. It's weak, but there's definitely someone out there.
More chatter, Commander Shepard. I still can't get a fix on the location.
Any sign of movement? Lisbeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days. She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
More chatter incoming, Commander. Still no fix.
Dealing with the Geth is more important.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Phi Dan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They live, though the Geth have devastated their colony.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you, but I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building.
Oh, yeah?
If she's in there?
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
How did you...
If we had known they were still alive...
They're fairly secure.
No, I don't
like
think
the building we're in.
Listen, our best hope is to...
Still, we were making a go of it. Instead, everything we built...
We need to recoup our expense.
Somewhere...
Stay bunkered down until I find...
Of course.
And please remember, if you see my daughter...
How are we supposed to fight it?
I hope you can get us out of this mess.
I should ask for their help. I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not...
What is it
It's
about?
not... All you need to do is find my console.
I'll look around if I...
Of course, this all depends on getting out... I'm a freelance. Freelancers don't have...
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Imagine this place at its height.
Geth is settling in nicely. Looks like the Geth are settling in nicely.
Damn it!
I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Varen.
You're safe now.
It's my own fault. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship lacked... I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out.
It's not the Geth. It's the They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here.
Thorian?
It's an indigenous life form. Exogeny was studied.
What else can you tell me?
I might be able... Look, we need to get out of here, past that...
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. I've noticed the Geth laying power... You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me about yourself.
I came here with my mother.
She's with some others from...
Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
Tell me what you know about it.
I know it's very old. Thousands of years.
Why do you think
Exogeny was studying it. Oh, here, take my... Good luck with that field.
Access encrypted file. No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console. Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
What information was the last...
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details...
Tell me everything you
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data, aside from lacking All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do?
Species 37 is located within the substructure.
Tell me everything you know about
The
it.
thorian is a simple plant life form. The Zeus Hope control group has yielded...
Are you saying
it was deemed necessary to assess the truth
It's
of it.
no wonder they will be...
We should contact Joker.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We need to get that field down so we can get out of here.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship?
I have detected unusual... I have no...
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for Elizabeth? You are currently under probation.
What triggered the...
As a result, you were tasked with monitoring. I have no specifics on the Geth. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited It is sufficiently alien as... It may simply process such stimulation. As long as no action... Unfortunately, direct observation...
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
themselves some kind of...
The Geth were on a line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
Keep your guard up. This place is probably crawling with the gas. Not now, Commander.
Same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking. Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature.
Well, that got the job done.
I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there?
Is that you, Joker?
We're
What's
in
going
lockdown
on?
here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to...
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your...
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute.